Okay, we are going to look at expanding a logarithmic expression. Now, when we're expanding, it means we want to make it as big as possible. So we want to expand it as many bases as we have. So when we look at this logarithm, we have a 3, an x to the 6th, and a z squared. So that means we're going to have 3 separate logarithms. One with the 3, one with the x to the 6th, and one with the z squared. So we keep that in mind as we go through the expansion process. The first thing that we want to do is we do want to simplify this cube root here with this logarithm. So I'm going to, instead of having a cube root, I'm going to raise that to the 1/3 power. So I'm just rewriting this in terms of 1/3. So this is a log with a base of n, and then we have a 3 x to the 6th z squared, and all of that is to the 1/3 power. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute that 1/3 power. So that's going to go to each term. So I'm going to have a 3 to the 1/3, the x to the 6 is going to get a 1/3, and the z squared is going to get a 1/3. So we're going to have here a log with a base of n, and then we're going to have a 3 to the 1/3. We're going to have an x to the 6th times 1/3. And then we're going to have a z squared times 1/3. Okay, now we know here that 6 times 1/3, that's just going to be a 2 because 3 goes into 6 2 times. So that's just going to become x squared. And this 2 times 1/3 is just a 2/3. So the exponent on the z is going to be a 2/3. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to expand this. So in our expansion, we have on the top of our fraction, we have a multiplication operation. So that multiplication in the expansion is going to turn to addition. So we're going to have on the top a log n, and we're going to have a 3 to the 1/3 plus a log n and x squared. Then we have a division sign right here, and we're going to take that division sign and we're going to use quotient property, so we're going to make that subtraction. So that's going to be subtract log base n z squared. Sorry, that's not squared, that's 2/3. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use the power property. So the power property, we take each of these exponents and we place them in front of our logarithms. So our final answer is going to be a 1/3 log base n 3 plus a 2 log base n x minus 2/3 log base n z. Now that is expanded as much as I can possibly expand it, so that would be our final answer.